Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It was great. You're a very charming young woman, and you get a great smile.
Thank you very much.
Oh my God, she's laughing. Tell me, how did you hear about the Rose of Tralee, and how did you get interested in it?
Yeah, my cousin Catherine Byrne, she did it about 2 years ago. She participated in the Ohio Rose Festival, I guess we'll call it, not a competition. And I honestly was just kind of going through pictures on Facebook, and it was around late December, maybe a little too late. And I found upon her pictures, and I went on the Rose website, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll apply. Why not? It was a bit late in the game of getting my application. It may have been turned in maybe a week after it was supposed to be turned in, but I just thought I would try, especially because this year I'm still in school, so it's a little easier for me to get off in August if anything good happened, as it did right now, and I'm gonna need to be off in August, which is exciting. But it was just kind of happenstance.
Well, you're a fox.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The ambitious, the ambitions of the fox.
Yeah.
I know them well. I've known them for years. Very ambitious. Your grandpa Sean, what a character, great guy. So I've known him for 50 years. and your grandma Agnes also. That's all.
Yeah.
And of course your mom and Eileen. I know them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mom was
it's
making
amazing
it.
through the years I've got to know all. And I knew a lot of these people anyway.
Yeah.
But the thing that makes me really feel old, I know most of the grandparents. That's what worries me about it. Now, talk to me about education. Mike and I was talking about the education accomplishments of the young women today. Tell me about yours.
Yeah, so I graduated from Ohio State last May for my undergrad degree, and I am currently getting my master's in speech language pathology. So I'm in my first year. It's a 5-semester program, and right now I'm just doing lots of classes, and in the summer I'll start clinicals for speech therapy.
You're in speech pathology?
Yes, speech language pathology.
You know, you could teach here every Sunday morning. Teach us. We need it. Will you do it? Will you come in every Sunday?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. All right, now a big thing today is volunteerism. Just like, you know, in the outside world, people giving to various charities, but volunteerism is awfully important. How are you involved in that?
Yeah, so I spoke about it last night, but I originally started volunteering at Ohio State with one of my professors in a program called the OSU Aphasia Initiative at Ohio State, working with people that have aphasia, which is an acquired language disorder, so it's not something that someone's born with. Typically after some sort of a traumatic accident to a part of their brain that involves language, so reading and writing and speaking. And so I originally started volunteering with one of my professors, and it kind of led into a job in my undergrad, working with people that have aphasia. We were doing speech therapy with them that was kind of non-traditional. We watch Netflix shows, we talk about the news, we talk about the weather, people talk about trips they've gone on in the past to work on more functional communication. And so that's what we do in our program.
Is it mostly with adults or
all
kids?
adults.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all adults, no kids, all adults.
Yeah, so our age ranges from our youngest members, like around in their 30s, up until 75 is our oldest members. So we have a huge variety of ages that come to us, people that speak multiple languages. One of our members that I'm involved with speaks 9 different languages, and she was a professor at Ohio State, and so there's just a huge diversity of people that come to us. Lots of people that have, had a stroke maybe like 2 years ago, and someone that's 15 years out. So I really love it. I have a huge passion for working with adults. I work with kids right now, and I'm doing speech therapy, and it's funny because with kids I'm trying to convince them that it's fun. I make a fool of myself all around the room, up and down, trying to convince them to pay attention and participate. But with adults it's a way different experience because they want to come to speech therapy, they want to practice at home, they want to get better. So it's, kids it's rewarding, but with adults, they care so much more about trying to get better. So I find it really rewarding.
It's a funny thing. I was in Las Vegas last week, and I met a lady that specialized in speech therapy with children with autism.
That's awesome.
And she's been doing it for 28 years. I said, "Isn't that stressful?" She says, "No, I love it every minute. I'd never give it up."
Yeah, the first day that we had our orientation at OSU back in August, they sent us they showed us an article like happiest jobs, and they said happiest jobs, speech therapy, and also we were on a list of people that have the best job outcomes in the future. Like our field is growing, so I was like, I'll be happy and I'll have a job. Cool.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
You know the old saying, find a job you like and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yep.
That's right. All right, let's talk about the Irish roots as if we haven't already. We've talked a lot about that. I know most of them, but some our listeners. Tell us all about the Stefancins and the Foxes.
So the Stefancin side, they're from Ackle, and then my grandma and grandpa Fox, Sean and Agnes Fox, are from Cong, County Mayo. And so we've gone and visited there. We saw the house my grandpa grew up in. It was a really great experience. And they came over here to Ireland a while ago.
You mean from Ireland?
From Ireland.
Oh, I think your grandpa Sean
from-
came in I came in 61. I think he came in about 56, 50, 59. 59, there you go.
Yeah. I'm already messing up my language. I'm supposed to be good at that. For
You're
speech
very
therapy.
good at it. Go ahead.
But so when I was younger, I participated in the West Side Irish American Club, marching. All my siblings, I did Irish dancing for a good 2 years, and then I told my mom that I was good. I was not very good at Irish dancing. It was not my forte. So instead, I went in and I started doing Irish singing competitions through the Irish Culture Festival and at the Cleveland Irish Fest.
I got something to tell you. I bet your mom never told you. She was probably delighted that you dropped out of that Irish dance. She didn't have to drive 10,000 miles a year and spend $5,000 for shoes and dresses, right?
Yeah, and I was the last one too, so I'm sure they were extra excited to not have to do that.
But anyway, where did the Stefancin name come in? Who married who to get where you got the Stefancin name?
So my dad's grandfather, my great-grandfather, is a Stefancin, correct? Yeah. So my mom went from a Fox to Stefancin, unfortunately. My great-grandfather.
Your grandfather and grandmother came to Ireland with me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was Bilfus, was it?
Bob
Ann and Bob.
Bob
and Grace,
Funny
yeah.
thing, when we were in Ireland, I got to tell you this. The bus driver, Bob's eyesight is terrible. He can't hardly see. And it's been that as long as I know. And the bus driver was a little late coming out, so I says to Bob, sit down there in the driver's seat. He's in the driver's seat. And I said, Bob, you ready to go? He says, ready to go, take your seats. Of course, his friends that were on the bus said, get him out of there. He's great fun. And so they're both doing well, though, your grandpa and grandma.
They're my dad's with them today, listening in.
Oh, yeah. And all right, what's the big looking forward to on this now? I know you've heard all the stories. Megan has clued you in, probably Bridge and all the other Rosa, Ashley is here. They've told you a lot about it. What are you expecting?
I'm just excited to go and see Ireland in a way I've never seen it before.
Of course, you've seen it though already.
Yeah, I've when we went back 2 years ago, or 3 years ago probably, we went, it was totally visiting family. We were going to everyone's houses and having tea, and I've never been to Tralee, I've never been to Dublin. So I'm really excited to see all the sites that all my other friends, when they say they go to Ireland, that's where they go.
You know, us Mayo people, we are kind of parochial. We think there's no place else but Mayo.
It's just Mayo. Which Mayo is great, but I've always wanted to see other cities.
Yeah, the thing with the Rose is it is structured to a certain degree, and you have to do certain things, right? Yeah. So you will be following the rules. You won't be running up to Mayo. You say, no, we got something for you to do right here.
From what I've heard, I think our schedule is pretty jam-packed, so they're keeping us in line.
I know when I go on the trip to Ireland, I've been doing these trips for years and years, and all my relatives, I have relatives in every part of the country. And they say, well, why don't you stop in and see us? But I'm not in that part of the country. I just can't get there. And Dave, a lot of people don't understand that. So hopefully all your relatives will come from Cong and from Ackle. Hopefully they'll all come to Tralee.
That'd be nice.
You know, you're up against it there, because Megan last year, she had a huge contingent.
Yeah, 60 people I think she said came. I don't know if I can convince 60 of my cousins to come, but I was texting my cousins. We are all on a group message. They asked me to talk about that. But we were texting, and I'm hoping that some of them will come over. I'm trying to convince them to make it a group trip over to Ireland. Maybe I don't think I can get 60 people, but get a good
All
number
right,
in.
great. All right, did you ever hear this song, The Galway Girl?
Yes.
You like it? Stefancin, how are you?
Good, Gerry. How are you?
You and Eileen look like twins, your sister Eileen.
Yes, we do,
You
yeah.
do. Well, you have a wonderful daughter.
Thank you.
We just love her.
Thank
She
you,
is,
yeah.
and I think she's going to be such a great representative for not just Cleveland, but the state of Ohio.
Yeah, I think she will do a good job.
You raised her right.
I have a little help from my husband, so yeah.
And the Stefancin part
And the
of the family.
Stefancin, yes.
The Stefancin part of the family.
Right.
Were you glad? Was I lying when I said you were glad when she gave up the Irish dancing? I made that up,
Well,
by
we
the
went
way.
from the dancing into the singing, so, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. She sang last night. What was it? Did you sing Lady of Knock last night? Oh,
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That was the second time I heard it yesterday. I was at a funeral in the morning, Mary Therese Hurley's funeral
Oh, yeah.
at Holy Cross Church, and the lady sang it, and Erin sang it last night. Lovely job, Erin.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, are you looking forward to the big trip over to Ireland now in August?
Yeah, we are. It'd be nice to go over and visit some family members. Up in
I don't think you're going to be able to get away.
We'll
you
try
must-
to sneak up there.
You
for a
must be
little
planning on staying 3 weeks.
bit. Yeah. Well, my husband doesn't know that yet, but yes, we're planning to stay a little longer.
Oh yeah, and you should. I love Carn.
Yes.
The little town of Carn.
Oh, it's
we
great,
spent
yeah.
some time there last year. It's wonderful. Yeah, you always conjure up the images of John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara and Barry Fitzgerald. Erin probably never saw that movie. Grab that microphone there, Erin. I want to talk to you. I know this is not part of the script, but I won't embarrass you. Don't worry. Did you ever see the movie? And I know your mom and dad have the Quiet Man.
Yes.
Did
I
you?
mean, my grandpa has in their basement, you walk down the stairs and there's a poster of The Quiet Man. They love that movie.
Do you like it as a young person? Now, what do you think?
Yeah, I like that movie.
It's
It's a classic.
Oh my God, isn't
It's
it?
a good St. Patrick's Day movie.
It is, and it's of course all over TV
Mm-hmm.
for St. Patrick's Day. So if you see it come up, and this is I'm telling my listeners, if you see The Quiet Man come up, make sure you see it. I know a lot of young people haven't seen it, but it's pretty authentic,
Oh,
and all those stars, I think every one of them is gone now. You know, one of the Luskins from Con was in that movie. There were, you know, the extras they get for the movies.
Right.
So I know one of the Luskins, I don't know if it was Gerry Luskin's brother in Ireland, and the Luskins, they run the boats, you
Oh,
know,
yes, yeah.
on La Basque.
Well,
So-
actually, my dad was in it, so it was his brother and his father. So we get to see them in peaks. You know how they have all the extras lining up
Yeah,
as
yeah.
they're going down the road.
Yeah.
So
I
their
ju-
claim to fame, right?
You know, there are people that made a career out of picking things out of the Quiet Man, something unique about it. I've forgotten now, but one of the quiz questions was, what was the name of Barry Fitzgerald's horse in the movie?
And we should-
Now I remember why it came back to me,
No idea.
and I think it's only mentioned one time in the movie, and the name of the horse was Napoleon.
Oh, okay.
But there's lots of little trivias in that movie, and people have made careers of memorizing them, what they are. I just love watching it. So you'll be able to kind of track Maureen O'Hara and John Wayne as you're in Ireland again this year. When you get away from you're going to stay over it maybe a few days after, right?
I don't know. I have absolutely no
But if you-
idea. I've got this stashed for 12 hours. I have not planned my trip quite yet.
Well, if
Well,
you-
I do have school, so I have no idea how long I'll be over.
But if you're with mom and dad and they're going up to Com, you'll probably want to go.
Take picture by the statue of John
That's
Wayne
right.
with her in arms.
Yeah, you saw that one,
Mhm.
right? In
Yep.
town. I'm holding her in his arms.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah.
So, Anne, you're going to have a great time, I
Yeah,
know.
we're looking forward to it. Yeah.
And I know you were the proudest person in the world last night when Erin's name was announced, weren't
Yeah,
you?
we were. Yes, my
Yeah.
husband Dan and I were very excited. As long as my parents and my son and daughter.
And Sean and Agnes, oh my God, they were on top of the world. They really were.
I think he jumped higher than I've ever seen him jump.
I know, and
He's
he's
very
not,
excited.
he's not a kid anymore.
I know.
He must be at least 60.
Maybe 62.
Yeah, maybe 62. So we're all looking forward to it, Erin.
Thank you.
You're representing Ohio, and I know it's going to be well done. I know it is. Really, it's wonderful.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, we're going to play a little music here and a few commercials. Would you come and visit, at least come and visit before you leave
Yes.
for the trip?